Hey guys, welcome to Tasty Tuesdays in Kara's Kitchen. I don't know why I picked that up, but today we are going to make some baked coconut turmeric chickpea rice. And when I tell y'all, it looks so good. I'm excited. So what you're gonna do first, what I'm gonna do first is tell you what we're going to use. So you're gonna use some basmati rice. Vegetable broth. It is vegan. Some organic coconut milk, unsweetened. Olive oil. Chickpeas. It says that you can use chickpeas from a can or let them soak for 10 hours. I was not that prepared, so we're going to use it from a can. Coconut oil, green onion, spring onion or scallions, red onion, which I call purple onion, bay leaves, pepper. It asked for kosher salt. I couldn't find any, so I'm going to use this Himalayan salt because it's coarse too. Cayenne pepper, turmeric, and some garlic. So what I'm going to do first is measure out the rice because you have to parboil it, which means partially cook it, which for the amount of time that it's actually cooking, 20 minutes, it seems like that's actually cooking it, but I digress. When you parboil rice, you actually put like a lot more water in it than you do when you're cooking a regular pot of rice. But oops, that's annoying. Y'all have this thing about bags being opened a certain way, and the fact that this just ripped means it's probably not gonna stay in this bag long. It's supposed to be an easy pour spout, but now it's just horrible. Let me find a cup, a measuring cup. So it calls for 3 cups of rice. And, oh, this is gonna be so annoying. Wow, this is a lot of rice. It does have this nice sticker option though to close it, so that's convenient. Either way, you're gonna rinse your rice. And then to parboil it, you're gonna put 2 1/4 cup of rice per 1 cup of, 2 1/4 cup of water per 1 cup of rice. So we're gonna be using 6 3/4 cup of water for this rice. Crazy, right? Okay, so because you have to use so much water with this rice, I'm gonna use a big pot because you still have to make sure that your water doesn't go more than halfway over the pot for boiling purposes. I do want to let you know when you are rinsing your rice, you're not gonna get all the starch off, so your water won't be completely clear. Don't stress yourself about that. We all love a little starch anyway, right? So we're gonna go ahead and add our 6 3/4 cup of water. So it'll still be a little cloudy, just not as cloudy as when you started. And when you're draining the water, you're going to lose some rice. So don't worry about that either. You got more than enough rice. Either way, once you have put your 6 3/4 cups of water into your rice, you just stir it. And then you're gonna put it on medium. And what you wanna do is pay attention to when it starts to boil. And once it starts to boil, you're gonna let it cook for 5 minutes after that. While that's cooking, then you wanna go ahead and prepare the other stuff you gotta do. Okay, so what you need first is 1/2 cup of spring onion. Now this one looked like it's been through some things, so I'm gonna just use kitchen scissors for this because That's what it's made for. And this one over here look a little cute too, so we gonna use that too. So this is half a cup. Let's see. Of course, you want to rinse your onions. We have a lot to go. In that case, just rinse. Got a long way to go. And we need 1.5 cups of chopped red onion. I don't know if it's the purple from the onion, but y'all remember that song from Barney? Hey, Mr. Knickerknacker Boppity Bop. I like the way that you boppity bop. I like the way that you boppity bop with your hands. My hands are occupied. Please excuse my hands. Alright, y'all, so the water is boiling. Now y'all see why y'all had to leave room for, oh, maybe y'all don't see. So the water is not boiling over, but it's like boiling very close to the top. So now you can understand why you have to have a pot that's gonna give you at least 3 inches of room to account for that happening. Sounds like a storm is brewing. Y'all, this is really making my eyes like water. Okay, so for your last step, you want to cut up some garlic. You're going to use 4 cloves. All right, before I chop them, I'm going to rinse them. I'll be wondering if this really works when people be doing it. I guess we about to find out, because I cannot do this. Okay, it works. So then what you're gonna wanna do is go ahead and put some oil, heat up some oil so you can saute your onions. I had it on 4, I recommend bringing it down to 2. Okay, the rice is done. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is use this pot to put all the ingredients in there. Once you have let those cook for 5 minutes, then you're gonna add garlic and your chickpeas, and then you let that cook for another 5 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is bring the camera on over here for y'all. Okay guys, so then you're gonna add your garlic. So right now, we have the green onions, the red onions, the garlic, and we're gonna add the chickpea. Alright, so chickpea juice is known as aquafaba, and aquafaba can be used as an egg replacer. So I'm going to drain this, but I'm draining it so I can use it for later. And few chickpeas got in here, so we gonna use them. So you gotta be resourceful. But either way, you're gonna let these cook for 5 minutes. And then you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of turmeric. Okay, y'all, actually, after you let that sit for a minute or so, then you put in your coconut milk. And then it simmers for 5 minutes. So, it's not actually going to be dry. So now I just hope it's not oily. You're going to use the whole can. I got you, I gotta have bouillon too, so I'm gonna use, it says half a teaspoon, so I'm gonna just use, I don't know, half of one. I actually used about 1/3 of the cube, so here's a cube, just cut a piece of it off. Alright, so I got my piece of bouillon in there, then you're gonna add 4 cups of vegetable broth. Y'all, the serving size for this is 4 servings and it's a cup, so you just use all the vegetable broth. And that bouillon is in there, so I'm gonna try to stir it up. So, okay, it says a tablespoon of black pepper. Actually, it might say a teaspoon. It definitely says a teaspoon. And I like black pepper, so if that's a little extra, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at you. Okay, y'all, so the coconut oil was to heat the onions and stuff way earlier. She just said use oil. She didn't say what kind of oil, but it didn't really click for me. So you're not gonna use the coconut oil. Well, I'm not gonna use the coconut oil because I already used the olive oil.
Okay, I just spilled some of the salt. So I'm gonna just put a few extra in there. But then you combine the salt, the bouillon, the broth, the black pepper, and it says the spring onion. So clearly, like I told y'all last week, I'm not really that good at following directions. But you just mix everything up.
This is gonna be the broth and the bouillon mixed together. And then you're gonna put this in. Not big enough, so I did not know I was gonna be eating on this for a week, but whatever. Then you're going to cover this and cook it for 40 minutes. Alright guys, so here she is. This looks like it's gonna be delicious. Mm-hmm.